So, you all see the title. My biggest motivation. I have several things that motivate me, you being one of them, but this is I have to say, my biggest motivation, especially at the moment, at this period of time in my life. This motivation is a little bit more selfish than some of my other motivations, but this is big, and this one is really, really important to me, and I love you all so much. I like to say I practice what I preach. So I just figured, and I'm looking to make this channel just a little bit more personable, as with these next moves that we have coming and everything. So and in order for me to get to know you better, you have to get to know me as well. So this is my biggest motivation, and I never really thought I was going to share this, especially so soon, but I just figured, like, why not, who knows. So here we go. My biggest motivation is my grandfather right now. On May 1st, 2016, my grandfather, Robert Clark, passed away from cancer. This guy, I've mentioned him before in videos, but this guy was my father figure. He took me on, he would always take me on trips, and it was funny because about a week before he passed, I realized that this was whenever I first became conscious. So my earliest memory, I was in this guy's arms on the beach, and not deep in the waves, but we were on the edge of the beach where the water was rushing up against us and everything. And consciousness is a very hard thing to explain, but I just remember not knowing or seeing or anything, and then I remember, bam, I'm in the ocean. Waves are coming at me, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know really know how to talk, anything like that. But like I was saying, May 1st he passed, and a week before he passed, I came to this realization, and then 2 days before he passed, I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare that my grandfather, oh shit, I had a nightmare that my grandfather passed away, and I never got to tell him how much he meant to me. And it was a struggle, and I woke up feeling really, really sad, and I didn't want that to happen. And so that day I woke up, and as my granddad was on his I guess you could call it his deathbed, because that's where he ended up dying, in his house, in his room. I decided to go and talk to him, and I decided to tell him exactly. Oh gosh, I decided to tell him exactly how I felt and how much he meant to me, and I decided to tell him that, my very first memory was with him, and I wanted to thank him. And during that conversation, he can't really talk very well. He can't walk. He's losing a lot of his movement capabilities to do a lot of things, and he was getting a little emotional as well, and I looked him in his eyes. And I told him that it's okay for him to go, because his family, his daughters, his son, his nieces and nephews and grandkids would be taken care of, and they would be okay, and I would make sure that happened. And I looked him in his eyes, and I made that promise to him. This is a tough video, man. I never thought I'd go this far. And I looked him in his eyes, and I made that promise to him. And ever since that day, and 2 days later, he passed. And I was at the house whenever he passed. I was sitting out on the front porch, and my aunt came out. It was just she and I, and she came out and she said, "Steffan, I think Granddad's dead." And we went in there, and sure enough, he was gonzy. Gonzo. Dunzy. He croaked. And, which was great, because he was in a lot of pain, and it was a really bad situation, and it was really tough for the family, and a lot of people, we were relieved that he was finally able to go to wherever you go whenever you die. Some people believe in heaven, some people don't know. I'm one of those people that I think we go to an awesome place, but who knows? Maybe we don't. And I made him that promise that the family would be okay and that he could go and relax a little bit. And so that happened back in May, and every single day I wake up and I work to fulfill that promise. I work really hard. If you've been following my YouTube journey, you'll notice that I used to post inconsistently. Then I started posting 3 times a week. And now I'm posting Monday through Friday. And after 50 executions of this, I'm going to be posting every single day. And after 50 to 100 executions of that, I'm going to be posting twice a day. Because I believe that we should work hard. And I have a promise that I want to keep. Now, I say this is a selfish promise, but luckily I've set myself up in a way to where I cannot achieve massive success unless I help people. And I think that's something. That my grandfather would be very proud of. So I can't achieve massive success unless I help you. So I've created a YouTube channel, and I go hard on that YouTube channel to provide you all with value, to help you accomplish your goals, especially if you're a professional artist. And I think everybody's creative, and I think everybody's a little bit of an artist. But if you're an artist looking to become professional, I'm here to help you. Specifically, and if you're not a professional artist, but you just want to put a little bit more art and creativity into your life, I'm here to help you as well. Because when it's all said and done, we're all creators. We all create our reality. We all create our situation. And we can all innovate our way out of a situation that we don't want to be in. So I can't fulfill that promise to my granddad unless I help you, or I help other people, or somebody else who comes across this video, or maybe never comes across this video. So I'm here to help people, and not just. Sometimes maybe a little bit of help, but I want to help people in massive ways. I want to help people achieve massive success. I want this world to be a little bit more creative today than it was yesterday, because there's ideas in your head, there's ideas in my head, there's ideas in somebody else's head that need to get out here. And if they would just get out here into our reality, from our mind sight to our eyesight, then I think this world would be in a much better place. And I think this world is in a better place than it was yesterday, despite what some people may think. And I think it's only going to continue to get better. I think, the world is much more positive than we're shown. I think, we're really good at focusing on the 0.0001% of the bad things that go on in this world, and we forget that there's our neighbors, most likely good, that there's people out here who want to provide help, who want to help people, who want to make a change. And it's really easy to get caught up in the negative, and I talk a lot about that, why, it's in our biology, but there's a lot of good in this world, and, I just want to bring more good into the world. And in order for me to fulfill my promise to my grandfather, then that's what I'm going to have to do. So that's my biggest motivation, is to fulfill that promise. That's at least my selfish motivation. I have other motivations, and we'll go into that later. But that's what this video is about. Yeah, we got real personal today. Not all of my videos will be like this. But this one is. So, yeah. Y'all know who it is. I would love to leave a comment below of what motivates you the most. Who we out here hustling for, how you going to achieve, what goals do you have. I'd love to hear all that. So, yeah, y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Earthling Gangster. I'm not your life coach, I promise. I'm not your guru, I promise. I just am. If you like this video, subscribe to If you like this video, subscribe to this channel. And if you know any other artists, professional artists who are struggling a little bit, let's connect them.